Today, I'm joined by Apollo Global Management co-founder and CEO Marc Rowan. Apollo is one of the world's largest alternative investment managers with approximately $472 billion under management. Marc, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So it's been about 6 months officially on the job, perhaps unofficially a bit longer. You've done some blockbuster deals. You've made some high-profile investments. The best quarter for distributable earnings going back, I think, 8 years under your tenure. And yet, Apollo's share price continues to underperform its peers by a significant amount. And what's many analysts are attributing largely to what happened with Leon Black last year. And it's kind of created this overhang on the stock. How do you move past that as CEO?
Well, first, good morning. Thank you for having me on this incredible day outdoors in New York. Look, I wouldn't be a CEO if I didn't think my stock price was undervalued. For us, I think the noise is largely behind us. This has now been up to us to execute. While our stock has gone from the 40s to the 60s, we have a long way to go. And we have a story that we are anxious to tell. We've scheduled an investor day for October 19th, where we will really roll out the details of what we plan to do. But the reality is we are in an amazing business. We and our peers are in an amazing business. Our business gets better every day. We've chosen a slightly different path. Our path includes way more credit. And to serve the market we've picked, you need different investors, you need a different capital source, and you need a slightly different business model. And I look forward to explaining all of that, but I would rather play our hand in this industry than anyone else's hand.
Just going back to kind of moving beyond, the overhang and some of the noise in recent years, one of the big reasons why analysts and investors were concerned is because LPs started pausing commitments and, waiting out to see if the noise and if the clouds go away. Have you seen that take shape? Are you back to, say, where you were in 2019 with LPs, back to 2018 where you were with LPs?
So we have raised approximately $20 billion a year for every year that we have not raised a flagship fund. This year will be no exception. We will raise $20 billion from institutional sources. But I think, again, it obscures a little bit of the picture. If you look at Apollo and Athene together, we'll raise close to $55 billion of organic inflows this year, in addition to what we do inorganically. Virtually no one has that kind of machine. And so, yes, last year, LPs had us on pause. This year, the engine had to start up again. That engine is starting up again. Next year, we will raise our 10th flagship fund, Apollo Fund 10, and we look forward to it.
So is the idea kind of maybe certain LPs who have sat out are being supplanted by other LPs who are more willing to put capital to work with you all?
Look, I never say everyone, but the vast, vast majority, this is in the rearview mirror. This is now my 36th year in this business. Jim Zelter and Scott Kleinman, not quite as long tenure, but getting very close. The reality is that we have performed for investors in ways that few firms have performed. We have defined our business as one of excess return, and we've delivered on that promise. The most recent fund, Fund 9, roughly $25 billion, was marked up about, IRR-wise, 49% gross, high 20s net. Truly extraordinary performance.
Wow.
And I think investors will be back.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.